What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to catch Feebas in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, the Teal Mask. And this is a very rare Pokemon, maybe one of the hardest to hunt in general, but we got you here. And of course, guys, like this type of content, enjoy my videos. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. To begin, we're going to be starting at the Crystal Pool. You can access this area a little bit into the DLC story. There's a static Milotic encounter here that unfortunately you cannot capture, which is a little bit lame, but it does give us a good hint that Feebas is going to be located somewhere around here. Now you may think, oh, it's located in the Crystal Pool. Well, it's not actually located in the Crystal Pool. There's a couple of water types that spawn in here, but there is no Feebas to my knowledge that spawn there. Now, from the front of the Crystal Pool, we're going to go a little bit to the left into the back, right where this Terra Raid is on my screen. You can see that we have like a nice little marker there. And of course, I keep running into the little things. There's a bunch of little Pokemon there. Very annoying in this area. So dodge the Pokemon, and right to the back left of this area, right where you see this Terra Crystal, you're going to see this cave. Now, this is the cave that's going to lead us to a Feebas spawning point. Now, I would be very careful going down this cave because it's sort of like you can fall pretty deep and all the way down. And you might miss your exact location. So I will just, jump down, float down, up to you. There is a other cave over here. This is not the Feebas cave, but if you want to get Carbinks, this is where you can hunt for Carbinks really easily. It's going to be a super good spot to hunt. But we were going for Feebas. We're going to keep going down the cave here. Keep going down. And not in this room, nothing in this room for us, but we're going to keep going out this exit, and we're going to fall down again into the water. And this is actually where we're going to be able to hunt for a Feebas. Now, this spot is not the greatest thing ever, and I think Feebas is going to be pretty difficult in general, right? So this water can have a Feebas, and there's a couple of Pokemon that spawn over there as well. And if you go through this part of the cave and get a static spawn of a Wish Cache, but a Feebas can actually spawn in either this pool or on that side. Now, without using any sort of water encounter sandwiches to boost your odds of getting a Feebas to spawn, what I actually recommend doing is get your auto battle Pokemon out and try to knock out a bunch of the Pokemon over on this side, because you can't do a picnic reset in this area and it's like awkward. You can't really like run back and reset these spawns. You're actually better off just trying to knock out as many Pokemon as possible. And since the game can hold up to 15 Pokemon on the screen at the same time, when it goes under 15, it'll try to reload a new Pokemon in. And sometimes there'll be a Feebas on the water. Of course, if you're using like a water encounter sandwich, this will further boost the odds. And as you can see, we have one Feebas spawning in this pool right here. And, we have a bunch of other Pokemon on the other side. And you see we got a lot of Barboach here too. So, it's going to be a hard spawn in general, but we did get our Feebas. Pretty sweet. So, yeah, I would say this is definitely the hardest Pokemon to find that isn't like a form variant in the DLC. It's definitely a challenge. I would recommend, maybe using like a false swiper and then catching it in a really nice ball. But, if you don't care like me, I'm just going to throw it in a fastball. So we have a way to actually shiny hunt Feebas. If you're interested in doing that, I think a lot of people would like a shiny Milotic. So one, you're going to need to get a Feebas Mouse Outbreak to spawn, and it is relatively rare. But one, you're going to be making a water type encounter, level 3 sandwich for sure. You can check out the recipe in the top right hand corner of the screen. That's going to help you out with that. Now, you want to sit in the Crystal Pool area, and you want to do the Outbreak reset method. As you can see, I do have a Feebas Outbreak already made, and all you got to do is sit in this pool. I would not sit in the underground pool. It doesn't seem to work as well as sitting on top of this Crystal Pool, and it just feels better just being here. Even though the Feebas don't spawn in this Crystal Pool, apparently it is the same biodome as tied to it, so it works like that. So once you've done your Outbreak reset method, which if you don't know, quick reminder, you go to your home, system settings, go all the way down to the bottom here to system settings, and you want to hit on date and time, and you're going to change the time. You can hit just OK or pull it back 1 minute, whatever you want to do. You're going to essentially refresh all the Terra Raids and all the mass outbreaks, and we got ourselves a Feebas. Now, what we're going to do here is we need to get back to where the Feebas spawn is. So we're gonna need to go underground again. So going all the way to the back of this cave here. It's like the back left area, and pretty much the outbreak sort of like tells you where it is, funny enough. We're gonna go all the way to the back here, like, once again, go down the hole. And I will recommend that you have an auto battle Pokemon that can hang out above the water or that can go in the water like a walking wake. And so once again, we're gonna go down here and then go down the second hole into the pool. And this is gonna be relatively hard, even though we do have a mass outbreak. You can see we have a decent amount of Feebas, you know, which is 1, which was honestly better than the previous attempt where we had to take some time just to get 1. And nothing spawning over here, because the reason is there's 15 Pokemon that spawned in immediately, and these Pokemon are like the ones over here. Now, the best way it seems to actually get your Feebas to spawn in the outbreak is I would recommend using something like a walking wave, throwing it over here, and then going into this cave and like a little bit into the middle right here. And it's going to keep on knocking out Pokemon. And yeah, some Pokemon are going to spawn to the right, but you are technically going to be despawning some other Pokemon to the right as well. And we did get a Feebas to spawn there. It's not the most consistent, and you do got to be somewhat within range of your auto battle Pokemon, so you can actually get them to keep knocking out Pokemon. But now you can see we got 4 Feebas here now. And the Walking Wake ran out of Pokemon to knock out. But hey, that was 4 Feebas. And now we're going to rinse and repeat. We're going to knock out these 4 Feebas because we need to get, you know, the counter up towards the mass outbreak, knock them out. And it's going to spawn more Pokemon over to the right side, which is fine with me. And once again, we're going to throw our Walking Wake over here. We're going to leave him alone and just hang out over here and let him knock out Pokemon and just hope we get a Feebas spawning over in front of us again. It could take, you know, a couple of seconds, maybe a minute. The Feebas can also be hiding underwater too. So there we go. There we got some Feebas spawning in. All right, we got 2. There we go. It does take a minute sometimes. We got 5 Feebas here. So there you go. This is the method to use to actually shiny hunt it. Good luck, everyone, on this shiny hunt. This is going to be brutal. Especially if you're going to go for the shiny living deck, because you're going to need 2 of these. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and do a raid and get a shiny Milotic, but, you know, I sort of doubt that's going to happen out here. But if you need to evolve a Feebas, it's very simple. You can get a Prism Scale from collecting 140 Pokemon in this new Teal Mask regional decks. And you just need to make a Feebas hold the Prism Scale, then trade it over to someone. And that is how you can get Feebas and a Milotic in the Teal Mask. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this guide. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.